Hey guys, Justin here, coming at you from the 4x4 test tent with another unboxing video for Black Friday. It's the last one in the series and we're doing it big with a bang. This one is the Mars Hydro FC-8000, and there's going to be a giveaway for a Mars Hydro FC-3000. All you have to do is type down in the comments what you would like to grow if you were to win an FC-3000. So just go down there right now, type what you would like to grow with an FC-3000, and you are automatically entered for a chance to win a brand new FC-3000. Now you can also enter at the link below at my Instagram. If you want to enter there, that's fine. Either or both even. That is just fine. So follow the instructions for the Instagram post as well to enter there. Good luck to everybody, and yeah, let's jump into it. Alright, so as you can see, there is some assembly required, just like the a couple videos ago had a light. There was some assembly required. Two different ways of going about it though. You'll see that here in a second. If you watch that other video and watch this one, they seem like identical lights, but they aren't. They actually go about it a couple different ways here. So let's zoom in and take a look at what we got. Alright, so this is what we have inside the box. It's very similar to the other one, except a lot more organized, to be honest. Like these trays are pretty clutch. This is going to make it really easy to pack back in as well when I'm done. The other one didn't have this, and yeah, I like it. So I really dig that. Packed really well. Let's take a look at one of the bars here. We pop this out. Get a good look at the Mars Hydro bar. Backside there, got some grooves, heat sink fanning there, a little bit. Could probably cut a little bit deeper into there, or add another fan over here. And then this is the end here where it hooks onto the main bar. And then they got the little dongle similar to the other one right there. So that's the light. Then we've got the accessory kit. We've got the standard phone cord daisy chain. Pretty robust looking hanging kit. It's a pretty thick braided wire there. And then we've got plastic gear rope ratchets. These are brackets I figured out on the last video, very similar here. Brackets to mount the driver to the unit itself. I did not use these in the last video, and I'm not going to use them in this video because I prefer to mount the driver outside the tent, which is an option for this light, which is awesome. And then we got to address the elephant in the room, because damn, talk about long dong silver. Holy Mars Hydro, you trying to show some people up here? Is that what you're trying to do? Trying to have a D contest? A driver contest? See who's got the longest driver? That is nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. So it's a Sosin driver. There's a look at the specs there. It's got some weight to it. That is for sure. This thing is, wow. This is the longest driver I've ever had in my hand. This thing is mega. There's the dimmer daisy chain on-off switch. But yeah, that is that's one hell of a driver. That is for sure. We got the owner's manual. Might as well go through that. Here's all their models. The TSL, or the TS series, the SP series, the FC series, the FCE series. They list them all in here. Assembly instructions. Feel free to pause if you would like to read any of this. Dimming operation. Daisy chain. We got some grow tips. Recommended hanging distances and whatnot. And then we go to another language. And then warranty. Alright, so warranty here, you have to visit their website if you want more details, but they have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Basically their warranty is they'll take care of anything in the first year, is what it currently is. If you go to their website, 30-day exchange basically, which is standard. Within the first year they'll take care of all the parts and labor and whatnot and shipping, but then after the first year you have to pay, I believe it's one-way shipping after the second or first to second year, and then in the third year you have to pay both ways. So definitely take a look at their warranty info. I may not be stating it entirely correctly, but that's just kind of from memory. It can change though, because it's not printed, so it definitely could change as they see fit. One more thing here is the power cord, which is quite interesting. Quite interesting. Yeah. So that's the power cord. So this goes to every one of those dongles. So you can definitely see differences between this one and the other one that I reviewed, because they had those little power cords on the sidebars. Which here's one of the sidebars. It has the Mars Hydro logo. Then there's where the bars screw in. So it's very similar, because it screws in with the same sort of wing nut setup. You got your bag of wing nuts. Very, very similar, and it looks like, yes, these do actually move. So there are places that it recommends that you put the bars to distance them out, but if you find yourself needing to spread the par in a different way, you can actually move the points where the bars are mounted, and so it's fully adjustable, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and get her hooked up and see what kind of par she pushes. I imagine it's going to crush in this 4x4, and we'll take it from there. All right, we are back and we've got it all hooked up. Fairly easy to hang, really. We got the hanging kit and everything here. I did have a couple of issues putting it together, and you can see the hangers are kind of a little bit too far out. I think they could definitely stand to go further in here, because it's really just putting a lot of pressure on the hanging kit that you really just don't need to do. It's stretching it this way, not just up and down. So I would probably move these in. You could actually do that by sliding all these out and then sliding this piece in to here. So you could manually do that if you wanted to. but I really think that they should probably fix that. And then I was missing one of the holes, like the little slidey deals that go inside of here, that have the screw-in part. I was missing that, so I didn't have that. And the reason why I was missing that was because these end caps, they fall off if you just look at them. Like, they're completely useless. Like, they all fell off. I don't even think there's one end cap. There isn't. There's no end caps left on here. They all fell off. So I imagine that fell off, and then my piece fell off at some point. I checked the box, it's not in there. I checked the floor all around here, it's not here. I just don't think I got it. But it's not going to affect the test really. We're locked in over here, and then I just set it to where it's supposed to be over there basically. So it's not really going to affect testing. It just kind of sucks that I don't have that part. Then the other thing that was kind of weird is this cord. Like, this cord is just kind of a mess, and it just kind of flops around and lays there. I don't know, maybe figure out a better way to do that maybe. Not a fan personally. I also had to tighten up all these connections here because they were varying degrees of tightness. Some of them were pretty loose. So just I don't know, little quality control, little design fixes I would suggest as far as this light goes. Otherwise, I mean, the light seems really good. I mean, if you take a look at the bottom here, I mean, it's wall to wall. We're pushing everywhere. Killing the game, really. And as far as diodes go, looks like we've got quite a bit of warm white. You can see there, it's probably like a 2-to-1 ratio. So it's going to have just enough to veg with, but more flower oriented, and it has quite a bit of red. There's a red like every probably 2 or 3 inches. There's a red diode. So it should be pretty flower oriented. Good light. Kick on the 4-corner power meter so you can take a look at what we're pushing here. There you go. And we're at minimum. So let's go ahead and bring it up to where we'd be for seedlings and clones. About 130 to 150 range. Yeah, about right there actually. So about 20% on the dial there. Let's take a center reading. 180 in the middle. Not bad on the spread. Not bad on the spread at all. 50 par difference. Not too bad. Let's bring it up to veg. Now for veg, I'd like to be about 350 to 400. There we go. So almost 50%. Almost 50%. Now keep in mind, we're a little bit brighter on the back half there, just because obviously I've got the door open here, so I don't have the reflective wall here to help this end like that end has. So just keep that in mind. It's a little bit higher back there. If you have the door closed, it's gonna be higher on this side, just to match that side. Maybe even a little bit better, because then you've got more reflection from this door. So just to let you know why those values are different. But pretty good actually so far. Oh, except for I just noticed I don't have it on the wattage. Oh yeah, that's awesome. All right, so we're pushing 284 watts. The veg, I'm going to turn it back down to, the seedlings and clones here. So that's the wattage for the seedlings and clones. 114 watts. Now let's go back up to veg. There we go. Alright, so now we move to flower, which is going to be 600 plus in all the corners. And I'm gonna say right there, because like I said, if we had the door closed, both these sides would be over 600. So there we go, about almost 75% is where we're at. Pushing 490 watts at the wall. Let's get our center reading here. 781. 781. That's not bad. That's a really good spread. Like, really even. I did notice that they spaced out the diodes, like a lot of the companies have been doing now. A little bit bigger spacing in the middle, and then a big bunch at the end to help spread things out. So it seems to be working pretty well. I think I missed the veg center reading, so let me go back down to that. Center reading for veg. $519. Yeah, $519. Now let's just blast it open. Maxed out. Absolutely maxed out. $993 in the back corner. And about $900 in the front side here. That's awesome. That is awesome. Let's see what the center is. 1181. Almost 1200 in the middle. Holy crap. Well, I guess it is, I mean, it's 780 watts. So I guess it is a little bit more wattage than the last bar light of this size that I tested. About 50 more watts. So it's definitely pushing a little bit more par. And this thing does really good as far as the par pushing goes. Holy crap. I mean, if you can get around the design flaws, or possible design flaws in my opinion, this thing pushes some serious par. Serious par. No doubt about it. I mean, wow. Let's check out the side over here. 922. Throw it over to the other side. 971. Yeah, man, we're golden. Get to the back. Oh, look at that throw. That was perfect. 957. So we're 900 easily in every corner of this tent at 24 inches. Keep in mind, you could lower this down and get even more out of it. This is a 24-inch canopy here. If you drop this down to 18 inches, good Lord. Or 12 inches if you're absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Man. Click the link below if you want to pick one of these up. That's pretty cool. And make sure you leave a comment below. US and Canada only on the giveaway. Leave a comment and tell me what you would grow with an FC-8000, because that's what we're giving away. So let's go ahead and pull out the spectrometer here. All right. Oh, wow. Huge 660 spike. Wow. It's a lot of 660 red. There's the makeup of 1232 ppfd. A lot of red. Almost 3 times the amount of red as blue. So, I mean, definitely really good flower spectrum, but it's got enough blue for veg as well. So good full spectrum light. That's decent. You can see no infrared bump, no UV bump. Just straight up. Now, I've had people ask me, why doesn't the FC series come with UV and infrared when the FCE and even some of the FC series, the lower ones, do? Usually with the higher end fixtures, they don't have UV and infrared built in because those diodes tend to wear out quicker than the cool white and warm white and the reds. So if you're having those diodes fail quicker, you don't really want them in your fixture, in your high-end fixture that you're going to want to hang on to for a long time. So you're best really served adding supplemental bars for the UV and the infrared when it comes to higher-end bar systems like this or any higher-end light. A lot of them just don't have UV and infrared for those reasons. So, and some people don't even want to use infrared and UV. There's some people that believe UV is completely useless, and infrared is overrated. So that's another thing too. Some people just don't want it. So for those people, it's not here, and you can add it if you want. So I think that's pretty much all we need to do now is let it warm up. Imagine it's going to do pretty good on the heat test. Yeah, it doesn't feel very warm so far. We'll let it warm up, do the heat test, and wrap it up. Don't forget about the giveaway. Go leave a comment below. Tell me what you would grow with a Mars Hydro 3000. The FC-8000, man. That's all you got to do. Alright, so I've let it warm up for about an hour or so. So let's take a look and see what we can see. Is that bar really that hot? 124. The one next to it is like 118, 119. So the middle one's really quite a bit hotter than the rest. Well, not quite a bit, a few degrees, I guess. That one's pretty hot too. And it looks like we get a little cooler as we go to the outside. Those middle bars are definitely got some heat to them. 120 out there. And the driver down here. Driver's not too bad. 111 is really good. 110, 111. That's awesome. That's really, really good on the driver. Not too bad on the bars either. I mean, 125. That's not bad. Not bad. I can dig it. Sweet, man. So I mean, everything all said and done, it's a very powerful light. Like it's definitely going to push enough par in a 4x4 space, and likely even enough for a 5x5 space, pushing almost 800 watts. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty killer. If you want to work out, you know, the little things like having this weird contraption up here and get over putting it together. I mean, you only got to put it together once, hopefully. So, I mean, that's not that big of a deal, I guess. But yeah, if you guys like it, click the link below. You can get one for yourself. They're having Black Friday specials. My code does stack with their Black Friday deal. So use my code and save some extra money. Hell yeah. And don't forget to enter the giveaway, US and Canada only, for a FC-8000. So hell yeah, guys. Thank Mars Hydro for that. And that's pretty much it for this review. Till next time, guys, Happy growing.